Hi everyone and welcome to my Unfiltered 20s.
A podcast about the ups and downs, highs and lows and realities of life in your 20s.
With me, Abbey Parker.
And me, Lucy Martin. This week, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. Sorry you didn't have an episode last week. It was end of term, deadline, stress, time. We're going to talk about a pair of flip-flops that have consumed my life for the past week. Just, you'll have to keep listening to learn about them, everybody. We're going to talk about the GRAMMYs.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the devastation of finding out a flat on Rightmove that you really liked has gone. And we're going to talk about a load of different things. So, Abby, how was your week?
Past 2 weeks.
How was your past 2 weeks?
2 weeks. It was good. 2 presentations
Woo!
done. It was actually quite good. We didn't have one last week because I would have been stressed, I think, about the second presentation. But they went fine. I haven't heard back from them yet, which is like, come on, guys. It was. Your first impression. I don't know. First impressions. You know how good a presentation was, no?
Yeah.
It's not like they recorded it anyway.
What have you been watching?
Right. Okay. So, basically, I've discovered recently. I've discovered this. Okay, this is how it started. Going right back.
Okay.
I started watching this guy on YouTube called GeoWizard, who plays GeoGuessr.
Yeah.
And he's funny. He's like, I was watching one of his like speed runs of the UK, right?
Okay.
And he was like zooming about on this road, and he was like Coventry Health Centre or something,
what?
Right? And he was like in the centre of Coventry, and I can't remember where he said he's from, but it's like he's Midlands.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, Coventry, that's it's a nice place. Like, but he was like pooping on Coventry, and I was like, oh, the shame, because when it's somewhere that I recognise, I'm like, oh my god, GeoGuessr. Do you know what I mean? But because I can't, you have to pay to play more than one GeoGuessr game a day. So like, I'm not gonna pay, so I'll just watch. Yeah.
I've never played it.
So I'll watch other people.
I've watched other people play it, but I've never played it myself.
It's weird. You pick up things. So like, I mean, I'm not going to tell you in case we play a game because I want to have the edge.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should play one.
Exactly, it'll be fun. So anyway, so then he's friends apparently with this guy called Ludwig, who makes like he does videos and streams and stuff on like random games or whatever, just random stuff. And he like tries to beat GeoWizard on the same maps and stuff, and just completely fails, but it's like entertaining.
Yeah.
And then so I started watching them, and then I started watching a few of his other videos and some of his streams. And then he was talking about this thing called a subathon, and I was like, I wonder what was he talking about. Basically, he starts with a countdown, right? And then every time someone subscribes, gifts a sub, or donates, the timer increases.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So his like countdown increases, so he can't stop streaming until the count reaches 0. So right now, this morning when I checked in, he was asleep, because he sleeps on stream. So, okay, he's been going for 3 days.
Oh my god.
At least. So he's sleeping on stream, he's eating on stream, he's just chatting, playing games, just his life is on stream at the moment.
That's really weird.
So I know. Even the other day, I checked in and he was like, he had shorts on, but he was showering on stream. He was like, oh, this is my shower routine.
Oh my god.
And I was like, okay, you're going a bit far now. This is a bit too personal. Yeah. And this morning when I checked in and he was asleep, the count was on 32 hours.
So how long is he going to go on for?
Well, this is the thing. So I was watching this highlight of the stream and he was like, well, I've got to go, because he's American, less restrictions, whatever. He was like, I've got to go have dinner with my girlfriend's parents in 2 weeks, so I hope it's over by then. I was like, 2 weeks? You think you're going to be going for 2 weeks?
Oh my god. Because technically it can never stop.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't know. So like Twitch have been tweeting him like, "Oh, good night," because he's sleeping on stream and stuff.
Oh my god.
It's weird.
I can't imagine that though.
I know.
Wouldn't you just get
Imagine
really
waking up
bored?
and there are people watching you. Because he's like not a small streamer either. So he has like 30,000 concurrent viewers. So there are like 30,000 people watching him sleep.
No, wouldn't that creep you out?
Exactly.
That's
So
weird.
he went to sleep the other night and there was like 24 hours left on the clock, and then he woke up and there were 32 hours to go.
Oh, no.
Because people were like, "Oh, let's leave him a little surprise when he wakes up." 32 hours of his life.
Oh my god.
But he's making a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true.
What about you? What have you been watching?
Start watching Catfish again.
Oh my god.
I don't know why. Like, because I think I watched Catfish like during the first lockdown, like over, like Amazon Prime, like over FaceTime. It's my boy.
Right, yeah.
And then the other night I was like, oh, I had finished my essays and I was like, I just want something like to watch that you don't have to like concentrate on or something. I was like, oh, why don't I watch Catfish? So then I always Google like best Catfish episodes to try and find the spiciest ones. And then we've watched a few episodes like on FaceTime to each other the past few days. The weirdest one we've watched this week is, have you ever watched Catfish?
I've seen a few episodes, yeah.
So I can't remember what season it was, but this guy like was convinced that had been speaking to Katy Perry for like 6 years.
No.
And he'd bought her an engagement ring. And
No.
yeah, and then, like, he was like, well, she knows details about Katie's life that nobody would know but her. And they were like, yeah, but it's not her, is it? Like, it's clearly not her. And then they flew to England to meet Katie, and it was just this girl, like, and
some British girl.
Yeah, she was like Canadian but lived in Gloucestershire, and they were like, we're going to Gloucester. And even when this girl was standing in front of him, he was like, that's not her. He was like, that's not Katie. Like, that's not who I've been speaking to. And they were like, it is. Like, she's not. Like, she's catfished you.
Oh, no.
And it's the only episode I've ever watched where you think the guy that's being catfished is, like, weirder than the catfish.
Right.
Because he, even when presented with the evidence, he still... And what was weirder was, at the end, this girl... Because this girl was just... It seemed like she was, like, a genuine, like, Katy Perry fan and was just pretending to be Katy because she'd had a bit of, like, a tough life and stuff. Also, she was quite young, which was a bit like... He was, like, in his 40s, I reckon. Anyway, and then at the end, they, like, you know, they call him to catch up in the last, like, 10 seconds or whatever. The girl was like, yeah, he keeps emailing me, like, as if I'm the real Katy Perry, and he's like, oh, I just flew to England to meet this girl who's pretending she was you, and stuff. It's like he still doesn't realise that it's, like, not Katy Perry. It's, like, a weird, like, stalkerish, almost, obsession. Yeah. And they were just like, mate, like, it ain't Katy Perry, like, stop.
Oh, God.
I know.
It's kind of sad, like...
I know. His brother, like, was at the start, and he was like... His brother was so confused what's going on, because he'd never heard about this, obviously. And then he, like, whipped out this engagement ring, and he was like, yeah, I've got, like, our nan's, like, diamond, like, I'm gonna give it to Katie. And he was like, what? It was you need to watch it. It's called, like, Spencer and Katie. That's the episode.
Right. But, oh, God.
Because you know it ain't going to be Katy Perry. Like, there's no way he's been... And she'd sent him unrecorded songs that were, like, links to, like, YouTube videos of Katy Perry songs. And he was like, she sent me all these songs, and I was like, she must be real. And it's like, what?
That's so...
I know. Also, there was another one that I watched ages ago where I think she'd, like... This woman thought she was being catfish, but they were like, it must be someone you know. So it was this woman and her best friend were trying to work out who it was. And then they were going to meet the catfish. And the best friend is like, what? And it's the best friend's boyfriend. Yeah.
No.
And she's like, that's my baby daddy. And it was the best friend's boyfriend was catfishing the woman. That was like a really... I think that was the first one I ever watched, and I was like, oh my God. Imagine.
Oh no, I can't deal with stuff like that. Oh my God,
that was really bad. But I think it's a good show to watch because it's like, I don't know, it's like good. You don't have to really think about it that much.
Yeah, I watched I saw one once, this YouTuber called Andrea Russett. She went on because people were using her to catfish.
Yeah.
And people, like, I don't know, because then people were reaching out to her and she was, like, really confused what was going on.
Yeah.
So she went on. I can't really remember what happened. But I just remember being like, oh my god, Andrea. And then I actually watched recently, PewDiePie did this video reacting to Strange Addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this woman that eats sand, which I've seen before. I've seen circulating on the internet, which obviously he hadn't seen because he was really disturbed. Then there was a woman that, like, drinks paint pens, like Tipex pens and stuff.
Oh my god.
She, like, cracks them open and drinks them, and then they, like, showed her telling her best friend, and her best friend was, like, clearly, like, what is this woman talking about? But was like, okay, how many do you drink? And she was like one a day.
Surely that will kill you.
That's the thing, they had to put a disclaimer up, like, they're carcinogens, they're toxic, they're all these things. And she went to get a health checkup and they were like, I don't know how this has happened, but your liver's okay.
They shouldn't have told her that, though. They should have told her it wasn't, so then she stopped.
I know. But she wanted to stop, that's why she got in contact with the show.
Okay.
But everyone... They're just, like, filming her drinking these pens. I was like, oh god. And she was, like, hiding it from her kids. And then she's like, my kids could smell it on my breath.
Oh my god. I watched one once and it was the wallpaper one. But it was a very specific wallpaper. It was like her nan's wallpaper. So she would, like, pretend to go visit her nan and then just go into the spare room and rip and eat the wallpaper.
What?
Or, like, bits of the wall even. Like, cracking off bits of the wall and chewing on it.
See, how did these things start? Do you know what I mean?
No clue. And then, did you watch the one that was, like, couch filling? Like, the bit,
no,
like,
but
the
I've seen it.
sponge from the couch.
Ugh, it makes me want to break my teeth.
That makes me, like, cringe.
Well, there was one I remember in, like, 2016, me and my friend Charlotte were watching, we were dying at this video of this woman who was obsessed with pretending to be furniture. And she was just like, the camera, you know how, like, a camera pans a room when they're, like, in a reality show when they're, like, showing, oh, look at the redecoration.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, that kind of a zoom, but then she's in the corner with a lampshade on her head like this.
Stop it.
And then she's, like, got her arms up pretending to be a chair.
Oh my god.
And I was like, you know what, it's harmless, let her have her fun.
I went through a bit of a phase last year just watching the clips of, like, My Strange Addiction, like... Oh, what's the food one as well? There's a food one where they obsessed with one type of food and they can't eat anything else, like picky eaters or something. I don't know.
Right, yeah.
I just don't get how people get into these habits. Like, how do you get to the point of that?
You need to watch... PewDiePie's been doing loads of them recently. They're really funny.
Okay, I'll watch them.
He did a couple on World's Biggest Cheapskate. They're all TLC.
Okay, yeah.
But, like, it was this guy, this couple, and they were trying to save money because they were trying to sell their house or something. They were trying to save money because they didn't want to, like, pay to stage the house. And they needed a new carpet.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, and they were like, oh, no, these carpets are too expensive. So they said to the guy working there, have you got any, like, cut-offs or samples that we can take? And they, like, bought for cheap these samples, and then they cut bits of the carpet out that had stains and stuck samples in. Completely different colours.
Oh my god.
And then the estate agent came around and was like, what have you done? So that's a good one.
Wow. What's the emollients thing you want to talk about?
Oh, okay, this is a new segment I am calling Abbey's Eczema Journey.
Oh, exactly. I was like, what the hell is an emollient?
Okay, so an emollient is a bit like a moisturiser, but without all of, like, the cosmetic rubbish, basically.
Yeah, okay.
E45 cream is a good example.
Okay.
So I have a few here. So I recently bought this Vaseline Advanced Repair fragrance-free stuff. Not an emollient, I don't think.
I've used that before, I think.
Yeah, it's good. So basically, but okay, this is how it happened. I've had discoid eczema for the past 3 years, even though the dermatologist told me I would have it for 18 months, so that's real fun. Yes.
Why has it lasted so long? Do you know?
I don't know. I think it gets worse when I get stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So exam period, I tend to get flare-ups and stuff. So I had to have an appointment to get a repeat for my cream.
Mm.
And I was like, this is so stupid. And then it was the same woman I had last time I went, who was really nice, the really helpful one,
Mm-hmm.
the helpful nurse, whatever. And then she was asking me all these questions, like, what soap do I use? What moisturiser do I use? And I was like, why all these questions?
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, I'm going to send you this information on emollients. And she was like, how often do you moisturise? And I was like 2 to 3 times a week. That's a lie. That is a lie. She was like, okay, you need to be moisturising multiple times a day. And I was like, sis, how much time do you think I have in a day?
What, like whole body?
Yeah. Because I get it everywhere. So she was like, you just need to moisturise multiple times a day.
You can't do that, surely.
So, this is my new routine, okay?
Okay.
So, okay, let me take you through my emollients. So there are emollient washes, and then there are emollient, like, moisturisers, like leave-on emollients. Mm-hmm. So I have an E45 and some other one that I barely tried. The other one's like it looks like water in your hands, and then you put it on and it goes milky.
Mm.
And if you have really bad patches, they say put a leave-on, emollient on, before you get in the shower, and then get in and wash it off. Because it does feel, where you've put it on, it feels like creamy.
Right.
It's weird to... So I've got this E45. Look at this big bottle.
Oh my god.
Haven't tried this one yet. This is a light paraffin emollient cream. Then this one's a beaut. Cetraben cream.
I feel like the C means something when it comes to skincare, right? Because there's a lot of face washes that are like C. Like Cetaphil, CeraVe, like it's...
There are a lot of hydro as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
But I think, you see this blue bit here, no one else can see, but Lucy can see. I think it's like a suction thing. I think it like sucks the cream up as you use it.
That's good because it means you get more out of it.
Exactly. For problematic, dry, sensitive or eczema prone skin.
You definitely have problematic skin.
I know. My skin is very problematic. I just get rashes for allergies for no reasons.
Yeah.
So when I shower, I put a leave-on emollient on after, and I've been washing with the wash emollient, but with my hands I can't use the loofah anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that makes it worse.
It's troubling.
It must irritate it, right?
I know, but I feel like I'm actually cleaning myself with a, you know.
Yeah.
But then at night time, if I put eczema cream on, I get worried. I know this is probably stupid, but I get worried it's going to react with the emollient. So then I put my Vaseline moisturiser on at night.
I think that's a good idea.
And it's great. My skin feels great.
That's good.
My eczema it's going.
That's really good. It's worth it then.
I was like, exactly, but I was like, why didn't someone tell me to use emollients when I first got it?
That's crazy, isn't it? That something as simple as like a cream.
Maybe someone did and I just didn't register. I don't know. Because she was like, you don't want to use the topical steroid if you don't have to. And I was like, yeah,
what's that?
True.
Like the really strong cream?
They're really strong cream. It like thins your skin.
Oh.
But it gets rid of it. If I have a flare up, I need to put it on because I get it in some problematic places. So, like I have it all around my armpits. Like that's not fun.
Yeah, especially in the summer if you get really warm.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to invest in some natural deodorants and stuff because I'm just using Dove at the moment.
I feel like that would be better.
Yeah.
Speaking of cream, I've got a segue. Lily,
where's this going?
My
okay.
rescue lurcher. If you put cream on your legs, if you wash your hands with soap, she has to lick it. Like she smells it from across the room. And then, like, if you put cream on your legs and come downstairs, in short, she'll literally lick, like, won't stop licking your legs.
Oh god,
she's obsessed with it. Awful
for my eczema.
Yeah, imagine. Lily's licking these topical steroid creams. And then we have like hand cream or something like on the table downstairs, and my mum's caught her before, like trying to like drink the bottle of hand cream, and then
that's so weird.
I know. Last week, we went to the Costa drive-thru near us. Yeah. Came back, my mum had like a caramel frappuccino or something, and she left it on the side in the garage, thinking nothing of it. And then she went to like shut the gate, I went upstairs, washed my hands, whatever, and then we came down, and Lily was like standing with her feet on the cupboard and licking. She'd knocked the drink over and was licking the drink, like drunk the drink.
Did it have caffeine in it?
Yeah.
Oh god.
She's just like, she's a thief.
Mm.
So I think you should tell our listeners about Diesel, because I feel like we haven't talked about our dogs on this podcast.
I know. He wasn't a rescue. Because he's 13, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as big of a thing back then, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But also we knew the breeder. Like, I went to school with the breeder's son.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we knew he was all, you know.
All good.
Certificates, we saw the parents, all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's 13 now. He's a border terrier.
He's adorable. We love him.
He's slightly deaf, slightly blind.
You're like,
I don't know about the vision, but he is losing. I know. He is losing his. Thanks, Lucy. He's definitely losing his hearing.
Oh, bless him.
I think it's selective, though. Honestly, I think he's just had enough of us at this point. Like, he just doesn't want to listen anymore.
Yeah.
Because he hears when I say, "Do you want a treat?"
Mm-hmm.
But when I say, "Don't do that," he's like, "Don't do what?" I don't know.
That's funny. What is the worst thing he's ever done? Like, what's the naughtiest thing he's ever done?
When he was a puppy, and because my mum's best friend and like her kids, we were all like, we all like go for walks together and stuff when it's not pandemic time.
Yeah.
So like we'd grown up together and stuff. So when we got him and they met him for the first time, my mum's best friend Fiona picked him up and he weed all down her t-shirt, and she didn't have anything to change into.
Oh, that's grim.
But he's a puppy at this point.
Yeah.
He's just so overexcited. But I mean, about 2-3 weeks ago, I woke up last minute for my seminar.
Yeah.
Right? Rushed to the toilet, brushed my teeth and stuff, sat back down and looked to the side, and there was a pile of green puke.
Oh my god.
On the carpet.
Ooh.
And I was like, you couldn't even do it on the rug so I could stick it in the washing machine. Did it on the carpet.
What
it was green because you know the hedgies that we get him?
Yeah.
We get him these little edible hedgehog treats that are dark green, and he carries them around for like a week. They're like his best friend.
Uh-huh.
And then he'll just randomly eat it. So he obviously had eaten it at night time, and then laid down and it hadn't digested properly or whatever, and he decided to walk into my room. Didn't just do it where next to his bed, he walked into my room and did it on the carpet.
Did you get it out of the carpet?
Yeah, there's not much. There's a slight stain, but my mum has wanted to get like a Vax thing for ages. So when we get one of them, we're gonna like steam the carpets and stuff.
That's so grim. Lily's not like doesn't get sick very often. She's just like, does Diesel take like slippers and stuff and shoes?
He doesn't. No, nothing.
No.
He lays on clothes, but he doesn't like
cute,
bring
though.
them anywhere. Yeah.
Lily's like a shoe thief, like, as in my mum's got like a pair of trainers in like the spare room if she's like gone on like the treadmill sort of thing, and if Lily comes upstairs, behind your back she'll just grab a trainer and run off. Or if you leave your slippers at the bottom of the stairs, when she runs downstairs she'll grab a slipper. Like, it's like she doesn't even really do anything with them, she just like sits with them.
Okay, she doesn't rip them up or anything.
I mean, she tries to a bit, but I don't know, it's so weird. And you can't buy her like toys. She's got like 10 million toys, but they just don't last. Like, we went to the co-op last week or the week before and bought her like a carrot, like a little carrot toy, and it's really cute. We're like, oh. Within 5 minutes she'd rip the whole stuffing out, because they do this thing where they turn the toys inside out. They must do it with like rodents.
Right.
So she'll rip all the stuffing out and then turn the toy inside out. And then we called him Kevin the carrot, and he was ruined within like 5 minutes.
Oh my god, the Sainsbury's Kevin the carrot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we named him after.
That's quite upsetting.
I know.
See, Diesel, he doesn't do that. He still has toys from when he was a puppy.
Oh my god.
He he's never bitten anything, he's never ripped anything, he's never like scratched up the sofa or tried to eat anyone's possessions.
That.
He's never done anything like that. The only thing he's done is like, he has this thing about weeing on plastic bags. Like, you cannot put anything plastic on floor level because he'll wee on it.
That's really weird.
But he's house trained. He'll stand by the door and say, I need to go out.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't, like, the sick obviously was different, but like, he doesn't wee anywhere unless there's plastic.
Maybe it was like a thing, like when he was like born, it was like they had to wee on a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Because we never use puppy pads or anything.
No. That's really weird.
I don't know, it's bizarre, yeah.
When you get home from doing the shopping, you have to like, put the plastic bags away.
I know. Well, if you're there, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you left him in the room with a plastic bag, there would be weird.
It's like there's just like bits of toys everywhere. Like the stuffing's gone from all of them. There's just bits of like their casing everywhere. And if
the squeakers and stuff.
Yeah, the squeak's all gone. She ruins the squeak within like 2 seconds. And then like rope toys where they tie the ropes and stuff. She unravels the rope, so then there's just bits of rope. We had there was a little rabbit that was shaped like a rope that was shaped like a rabbit.
Yeah.
He's just a bit of string now. Like, so yeah.
You need to get those bully make ones.
What's that?
Do you know what I mean? They're a brand of dog toy. I think they're like rubbery, but they're made for dogs that destroy toys.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's a shame because she does, like, you can tell she really loves them, but it's just like they just don't last.
Yeah.
If you've got a dog, tell us about the dog in the comments of this week.
Tweet us a photo.
Send us a photo. We'd love that.
Send us a photo of your dog destroying something.
Yes. We've never had a puppy. Like, I've never had a puppy because we always just like have rescues that are like older.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know what it's like to have a puppy.
I can't, honestly, I was so young. I was 7 when we got Diesel.
Mm-hmm.
I barely remember it. I remember, like, he sat on my lap on the way home and he was all, like, scared and stuff.
Aww.
And he was scared of his food bowl at first because it was, like, reflective. It was shiny.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't eat out of it, so I like, picked it up in my hands and gave it to him. Like a messy little child. I was like, here you go.
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute.
Yeah. Because Maddie was too young. So he doesn't like it when Maddie picks him up, because he's not used to it, because when she was little, we couldn't let her pick him up.
That makes sense.
Because she didn't understand, she'd just like put his paw, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's okay with me doing it. I don't do it as much anymore, because I don't want to disorientate him. I guess you can't really pick Lily up.
No. Well, because she needs a bath, like, really badly, like, she stinks. But
nice.
We've got this, like, because we had, like, we've had, like, a Labrador, a German Shepherd, and then we had a Jack Russell and a Chihuahua, and they were fine. My mum used to do them in a bucket, like, outside. Right. And then we have, like, a bath thing outside. It's, like, I don't know whether it's for, like, cement or something. I don't know. It's, like, a massive, like, bath. So we need to do Lily in that, but my mum can't pick her up. Like, Pete can. Because you have to pick her up like this. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, like, I would never be able to pick her up. But it's a nightmare to bath, like, big dogs. And she'd be, like, all, like, a paw would be out. Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know.
I mean, Jenna and Julian's greyhound, they just, like, have to, like, push her into the bathroom. Yeah. And then, like, put her legs in. I think. Yeah. But Julian, she lets him pick her up, but she doesn't let anyone else pick her up.
Yeah.
So he'll, like, fireman carry her.
Oh.
Yeah.
When we had the Jack Russell and Chihuahua, she would, like, the Chihuahua was a girl and the Jack Russell was a boy, and they were, like, they'd always grown up together and stuff. And we've got, like, a cupboard in the lounge, but they'd, like, bully each other. And one day we just sat there and the Jack Russell, like, slammed the Chihuahua's head into the, like, with his paw, like, pushed her head into the cupboard, and we were like, what? Yeah. I think it's funny having 2 dogs together.
Yeah.
Like, I would have 2 dogs.
I've always wanted a second one.
Yeah.
But my parents were like, it's too much. But now he's too old.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What would you have if you were getting a dog? What kind of dog would you have?
This is the thing. This is my struggle, okay?
Uh-huh.
I love Bernese Mountain Dogs.
Oh,
You know?
huge though.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you have to brush them every day and all this stuff. But I would be too allergic. I need a short hair or a hypoallergenic, right?
Okay, yeah.
So something that shreds less is good, because I love Dalmatians, but then my friend Charlie has a Dalmatian and she's like, oh no, they shed a lot.
Really? Lily doesn't
Yeah,
shed
you just-
really, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm thinking. I'd love to rescue a greyhound or
There's
a
so
lurcher
many-
or whippet or something.
There's so many greyhounds, lurchers, whippets, because people just have them for like racing and stuff and then get rid of them.
Yeah. So I'm thinking something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
There's this thing called a Swiss Mountain Dog, which is basically the same coat, the same colouring as a
Mhm.
Bernese Mountain Dog, but short hair.
Oh, that'd be good.
So I'm like, I've got my eye on you.
Mm-hmm.
Adjan wants a
Oh, he wants a dog now. Whoa.
well, no, this is the thing. He
Mhm.
doesn't want a dog. But he's like, if we were to get a dog,
Mm-hmm.
I would want a Great Pyrenean, whatever, which are like golden retrievers, but more fluffy and bigger,
Okay.
and they require a lot of attention. And I was like, no. Because I'd just be sneezing the whole time.
Yeah, if they've got a lot of fur.
It's because it's the same breed that's in Naruto.
Right.
So he wants one of them. I'm like, I'm gonna make an anime with a
Yeah.
greyhound in. And then I want one.
I want a whippet, I think.
Whippets.
Because I was like, I wanted an Italian greyhound, but I feel like they're so tiny and fragile, and also there's not many of them rescue because they're quite like trendy, whereas there's a lot of whippets, and I'd call it prawn.
Yeah, that's cute.
'Cause
I
they're
like that.
prawn.
I like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I've already decided. And then Ollie wants a corgi, like he's like set on a corgi,
Really.
but they're hella expensive.
Also, they're really cute as puppies, and when they get older, they like.
Fat. they get really fat.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I wouldn't have put him as a corgi kind
He's
of guy.
always been obsessed with them.
Really.
Yeah.
Maybe you could settle on like a corgi mixed breed.
Okay.
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
If you find one in the kennels that's like, oh, this has got part corgi, you're like, perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, Kylie Jenner, I think, has just got another Italian greyhound.
Really. They are cute.
I don't know. She must have so many by now.
They must. I feel like they're so like delicate though, because they've got such thin legs and stuff. I'd be so, because that's the thing about like greyhounds and whippets and stuff. They break their legs really easily because they're so thin. It's like an Italian greyhound must be even worse because they're even thinner.
Yeah, and then I find it so cute that you have to put coats on them in
I
winter and
know.
stuff.
I know.
It's so cute.
She's got a raincoat. Lily's got a like a snow coat.
Oh,
I know.
that's so cute. Diesel's got a little coat, but like he would be fine without it.
Yeah.
It's only when it gets really cold that he starts to shiver.
Oh.
But we have a little one because he just walks off and doesn't listen to you.
Oh my god.
We've got him like a high vis, like a red high vis jacket,
He's
so that
like-
you can see him.
I bet he's like, this is so embarrassing. Like.
I know.
Should I talk about flip flops?
Go on then. Talk about your flip flops.
Okay. So, I think lockdown is getting to me
Mm.
because the other day I was looking on ASOS. I was like, what's in summer for ASOS? Because I feel like people are starting to think about summer style this year, aren't they? We're trying to get rid of the coats. We're trying to prepare for the summer, and I saw these flip flops. I've never been a flip flop girl. I don't really know why I was so drawn to them, but they're like platform, like 90s platform peach flip flops.
God.
They're very in your face. Nobody as of yet has liked them as much as I do. Everyone I've asked has been like, they're disgusting. And then
That's when you know you're onto something.
I know, exactly. Then yesterday I was like, well, I've done my essays. I want to treat myself. I've got an article coming out that I got paid for. I was like, wow,
Oh.
I'm going to treat myself. And then they'd sold out on ASOS. And you know, on Depop, they were already people selling them for like twice the price. You already know.
Yeah.
And then you can set an alert on ASOS on your phone for when something comes back in stock. You get like a notification. So I was like, I'll do that. It might be like a few weeks. I was sat scrolling for my phone yesterday afternoon, and then I get the alert. And I was like, oh my god, quick, like I've got to get it. And then I had the last pair in my basket, and they sold out again within like 5 seconds. But I got the flip-flops, everybody. And let me tell you, I'm so excited. I'll have to like put a photo when they arrive on the account for all of our listeners to enjoy. But
enjoy. That's bold.
they're gonna look so cool. Like, you're gonna be like really jealous when they come.
The thing is, I've never liked flip-flops.
Neither have I.
And I don't like feet.
I've always hated flip-flops. My feet are disgusting.
I'm interested to see how you're going to style them.
I'm interested to see how easy they are to walk in as well. I think Alex will love them. I reckon Alex will, but I feel like you could send Alex a picture of a bin bag. She'd be like, yes, sis, get it.
I know. We should test it. We should start.
Yeah, like
she's
ugly
gonna know
stuff.
now, but yeah, we should.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? Oh my god.
She'd be like, oh my god, that would look amazing on you.
On the topic of clothes, if I get one more Vinted ad, I'm going to lose my mind.
I know. I get every single time. Have you been getting YouTube. Them too? I get them every video. Oh. It's Vinted.
It's that
the girl with the leopard print skirt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love saying it's so easy. Switching up my style. I'm like, oh god.
Have you ever used Vinted?
No.
It's not good. It's like a really bad version of Depop.
I thought maybe it was like coming into its own.
No. Like... I tried once because I watched Naina Florence on YouTube, who's like this cool like Edinburgh vlogger. She got a really cool leather jacket from Vinted. I was like, oh, I'll have a look. But it's like people that use eBay, like it's like that sort of and stuff isn't good. Like I didn't think it was good quality stuff.
Interesting.
Hard to use as well.
I was just like, have they spent their entire ad campaign money on me?
Also,
it's ridiculous.
On TV as well. Like they advertising a lot on like actual television. Yeah.
I'm like, where's all this money coming from? Because I'd heard of it, but it wasn't, you know.
I know.
And then suddenly, even Ajahn getting Vinted adverts.
That's
I'm like,
weird.
He is not in the market. You're wasting your money.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's so annoying.
I know.
Hi guys, so I'm checking out Vinted, and guys, I love it. I'm so done.
I reckon they've had a pick up in lockdown because people will be looking to sell clothes and make money and stuff. But no.
I did think it was interesting that their whole campaign is you can sell on Vinted, not
you
can buy on Vinted.
Exactly, because Depop's focus is buying, isn't it, I'd say?
Yeah.
A lot of people do Depop and don't sell, whereas Vinted, I got the impression that most people were just selling any old crap.
Yeah.
Vinted, if you're listening, what are you doing?
Vinted, if you're listening, I think it would be good for your campaign if you didn't advertise as much. So people are over it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Sometimes it can go the other way, can't it? Because I think there's a certain level of it. If you keep getting stuff advertised, you're like, oh, I'll just have a look. But there's the other way of like, they get on my nerves so much, I'm never gonna look on their website.
Exactly. Exactly. Who else was that the same for?
Darlings.
That as well.
I've got a beauty secret to tell you.
The new one as well. Oh god. So I watched Sophia and Chintz's recent video, right? And they were sponsored by Frank's Body. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I'm going to look it up because I was on the lookout for a natural deodorant. And I was like, okay. So I looked up their website once. That's it now. All I get is Vinted and Frank's Body adverts on YouTube. And I was like, oh, no. So then the other day, though, literally yesterday, I got an advert and I was trying to skip it. And I was like, tired, like trying to skip it. And I accidentally thumbs up the advert. And I was like, well, that's it now. It's over for me.
No.
Also, real quick, right, on this topic of adverts.
Yeah.
Yesterday when I was looking at some stuff from this project, I was reading about advertising globally, right? And this is a direct quote from this, I can't remember what the website's called. So sorry about that, but this is a direct quote from them. Take KFC, for example. This is a mishap, right? Yeah. This is an example of a mishap. In the late 80s, they tried to expand into China, but got off on the wrong foot when they translated their famous slogan, finger licking good, to less delicious, eat your fingers off.
That's I feel like that happens a lot, doesn't it? Where it's misunderstood in other countries.
Yeah. It's like Greece in, I can't remember, one of Eastern European countries, is translated to Vaseline. Like, the film is called Vaseline.
Oh dear.
Do you want to talk about the Grammys?
Okay.
Have you seen Zayn?
No.
He is anti-Grammys.
Really?
He didn't get nominated for a thing and he is mad about it.
Oh, really?
He was like, oh, it's so stupid, it's so fixed, blah, 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 F the Grammys, all this stuff. He was like, next year I'll send you a basket or whatever so I get nominated. Meanwhile, Harry's there performing, winning. Liam's like, well done, Harry, on your Grammy.
Oh, dear.
Niall's performing or something. So people were going crazy. They thought One Direction was going to reunite because, like, Liam was talking to Harry and then Niall's performing and they all seem to be, like, relevant. But obviously Zayn will not be included in that because he was like, the Grammys is fixed. Everyone that goes to Grammys is blah, blah, blah.
I feel like he thinks he's better than them all now, though. But don't you think?
Yeah.
I get those vibes. I don't know.
I think he thinks he's like an independent, like, what's the word? I don't know. He thinks he's like this underground artist that's like not been discovered. And I'm like, you're in One Direction. And then Beyonce made history. The most Grammys.
Oh, really?
Won by
I haven't really seen a lot about the Grammys, I can't lie. I've seen like a picture of Taylor Swift and Harry Styles and that's it.
Yeah. They were talking, everyone was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was like, for God's sake, that was over years ago and it was PR, so... Beyonce, I think, has won the most Grammys by a female artist and most Grammys by a solo artist,
That's cool.
I think. And then I was watching some performances. Megan Thee Stallion, wow, incredible.
Oh yeah, I liked her outfit.
Yeah, she's just so... the talent, you know? And then Doja Cat, wow. I couldn't cope with it.
I didn't know she was there,
so much. Lie. She didn't win anything.
Okay.
But she performed. But I was like, she's had such a huge year. This is what I was going to talk about, right? Her song Streets has just gone viral, right? So she's just released a music video for it.
Yeah.
Because it was that silhouette challenge thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But that song wasn't a single. That was just like a song on the album from Hot Pink that was released in the end of 2019.
Really?
And it's stuff from her album is still going viral. Wow. And yet she didn't win a thing.
That's really weird.
I was like, how can you not give her Best New Artist, honestly? I guess Megan won that, did she? I don't know.
Did she?
I mean, she's had an incredible year as well.
Yeah.
It was between them two, I think, because it was Megan and Doja that were fighting for well, they weren't fighting.
Yeah.
But they made history because it was like 4 black female artists were in the top 2.
That's really good.
Yeah. That's all I was going to say. There's nothing profound.
I think, you know what, everyone's saying that, like, Harry's fashion's gone downhill. Because everyone was like, oh, he used to be... When he was sort of, like, wearing what he wanted and stuff, he was like, wow, like, top quality. And then now, as soon as everyone's, like, expecting him to be, like, an androgynous icon, he just dressed like he was at, like, the Disney Channel Awards in, like, 2006. Like, this outfit was a bit odd. Do you know what I mean? Which I kind of get.
He was wearing what's it called? Like
tartan sort of.
Yeah, like tartany with a pink
boa, feather boa.
How is that boring? This is the
not
thing, right?
Not boring, just bad. That's what people are saying. Like, people are like, this isn't even cool. It just looks bad.
Okay, can I just say, back in like 2015, he wore this white flared floral suit.
Yeah, I remember.
Right. And everyone was like, it's disgusting. What is he doing? And I was like, look at him go.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not. I don't think he's trying to look good. He's just trying to be weird.
Yeah, but I kind of agree. Like, I kind of think he was really, like, killing it with all his outfits. And then the one at the Grammys, I was like,
I mean, everyone has a bad outfit for that.
Yeah, it's true.
But I still think people just expect too much from him.
Yeah.
The expectation is so high. The reason it was so iconic when he released... Well, when he did his first solo album, but then I think when he released Fine Line, he really, like, whoa. Because then he did his deal with Gucci and all that kind of stuff. I feel like people weren't expecting it, and that's why it was incredible. And now that people are expecting it, it's impossible to live up to that. Because he did a Gucci shoot recently, and it was like, wow.
Yeah.
He was wearing the dress and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe I just didn't like his outfit, I think, at the Grammys. That was it. I just wasn't a fan.
personally, I liked it. I liked the matching mask.
Okay. Yeah, I did like, that was one thing I did like. I did like the matching mask.
Yeah. I mean, Taylor Swift was just wearing flowers and everyone thought she looked great. I mean, it's just flowers.
Yeah, I guess.
She just had flowers on her mask.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't really see much out. I don't know whether I just don't follow people who are like into the Grammys on Twitter, but I just didn't really see much about it.
I wasn't a huge fan of Beyonce's look. She was just wearing like a black leather mini dress. And everyone was like, oh my god. And I was like, it's a black leather mini dress.
Megan Thee Stallion,
yeah, she looks great.
Was incredible. I thought that was a good outfit.
Yeah. She was actually having to like hold the dress down because it was so high.
That's how you know it's a good outfit.
It was good. I honestly wasn't a fan of Doja Cat's outfit. And yet she was getting so much praise for it. It was like the really low, like, it was like an unzipped. Have a look.
Okay.
Because I saw this article like why Doja Cat's outfit was iconic and why it was so incredible, and I was like, I didn't think it was that good.
No.
Right?
This.
Yeah.
I hate it.
She was getting so much praise for that. They were like, the best looks of the Grammys, and she was in the thumbnail.
I mean, I guess I do like the fact that it's quite different.
Yeah.
I like the skirt to an extent. I don't like the colour, but I don't think that's very flattering, the cut.
No. I don't think where the feathers start is flattering.
It shouldn't be. I think it should be high. I think if it was higher, if it went like just under boob, I think that would be quite nice. But I just think the cut's really odd.
Also, it makes me so uncomfortable when things are that wide. Do you know what I mean? Because I know she's taped up, but
I know
that really freaks me out.
I'm gonna have a look. Let's have a little rate. Grammy outfits. Oh, Dua Lipa, just no, honey, no.
Wait, show me.
Well, it's just her as a person. I mean, the outfit's not horrendous,
I see.
But I mean, nothing to write home about. Not keen on. Is that Noah Cyrus? Is that?
Oh, really?
I'm not keen on hers. It's a bit. Megan Thee Stallion's is the best. Honestly, hers is the best I'm seeing.
Pretty iconic.
Taylor Swift's alright. Haim, what are you doing? I'm not a fan of that. It's cute they're matching.
They look like they didn't have clothes, so they just like repurposed their bed sheets.
I don't know who this is, but I'm a fan. Do you know who that is?
Let's see. Oh my god, that's her.
Who's it?
Her, like H-E-R. It's like.
Okay, I like her outfit. The like velvet. I'm a fan of.
She won best song, best video or something. She did a song called I Can't Breathe about BLM.
Nice. Oh, I like Lizzo's outfit. It's very Disney princess-esque, don't you think?
Yeah. She looks like Tiana.
Yeah, I like that. That's like a classic.
She took a picture with Harry, like, they're like besties apparently.
That's cute. Billie Eilish is not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan. Why is she always wearing gloves?
It's true. Phoebe Bridgers is like a classic for her, right? She always wears like at school. And then I do like Jamila Jamils. I don't like her, but I do like.
Ooh.
I do like that.
I haven't seen that. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
Also, Cardi B's performance. She performed her new song Up, which I don't like, and WAP with Megan, and it wasn't.
Oh, wasn't it?
I think her outfit was too restrictive. She couldn't dance properly. I'm not sure, but the thing is, she is a dancer, right? But I was watching the performance thinking, well, she's not a dancer. This is like
really?
Yeah.
Wait, Lizzo's got two outfits. I'm loving. I think she's going for a Disney princess kind of vibe, isn't she? In both of them.
Wow, love that.
I love that. I think that's like everyone really. I don't think there's.
Did they not include Harry in the best dress list?
This is just. I'm just on Google Images like Grammys outfits.
Oh, okay.
Who is this guy? Who is that?
Oh, that's Phineas, Billie Eilish's brother.
Right.
He like writes everything with her.
I quite like his suits. Alright.
It's nice, but it's kind of predictable.
Don't know who this is, but I'm a fan. Let's have a look. Lizzo's got a different outfit. Look at me.
Is this all from this? Is it all from this year?
Yeah.
Imagine walking the red carpet 3 times.
This isn't this year, because Ariana's that's last year, right?
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna find out who this girl is anyway, because I'm a fan. Oh no, Jamila Jamil's was from last year as well. I'm so confused about who I've been looking at. Oh, FKA Twigs. That's who that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, have you got any final recommendations?
Try GeoGuessr.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a go.
You can play 1 free game a day.
Okay.
So, have a go. See, I would recommend, don't do the country streak, because if you get the first one wrong, then you're out.
Okay.
Like, as soon as you get one wrong, you're out.
Okay.
So you can do one where they give you 5. You can do the world one, or you can do, like, you can search, or you could just do the UK or whatever.
Okay.
And then they'll give you 5 goes.
Okay.
I tried it, and one of them, I got a really good score. Like, it was in South America, and I got it the right country. I was, like, really close. And I was, like, so proud of myself. I was like, oh, my God, this is incredible. I'm going to get the world record. And then the next one, I was, like, in America, and I thought it was Australia. I was like, oh, dang.
I don't know what I've got to recommend. Watch Catfish. I don't know. Flip-flops. I would recommend some platform flip-flops for this summer, everybody. Just watch this space. They're going to be the hottest trend of this summer, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, Lisa, I even doubted your stylish abilities.
This is the worst thing. I think it is going to be the trend this summer.
And you're going to be like, no.
I'll be on the beach in my Air Force Ones, like, don't come near me.
It's actually true. When we went to Seville, you literally had your Air Force Ones on all week.
Did I? I don't like showing my feet. I hate my feet.
Fair enough. I'm a sandal gal.
Also, I feel like Air Force Ones are going to be more comfy than sandals.
Yeah, that's true.
Walking around all day.
Sandals literally rip my feet up, but I still wear them anyway.
Yeah, everyone had all their cute sandals, and I was like, same pair, Air Force Ones. We literally were about to turn up to the pool in my Air Force Ones. So I was like,
yeah, but you were comfier than everyone else, so it's fine. Well, thank you everyone for listening. We hope you enjoyed this week. Sorry about no episode last week, but work.
But that's life.
But that's life.
Make sure you follow us on all our socials.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is linked below. And have a good week.
Bye. Bye.